Jurors in the Michelle Troconis trial have gone home for the day, but not before getting a look at some never-before-seen evidence in the case that led investigators to make arrests in the disappearance of Jennifer Dulos. Many of the items were pulled from trash bins in Hartford.
Kevin Geis was in the courtroom as prosecutors went through this evidence, showed each item to the jury. So, Kevin, the testimony on this evidence, how was all this received?
Yeah, Mike, Keisha, well, the courtroom was almost completely silent for the majority of the evidence being showed. Jurors were leaning in, anxiously awaiting the prosecutors to open up evidence bags to show them exactly what they collected in Hartford. And when they got to some of the more graphic evidence, some of Jennifer Dulos' friends who were in the courtroom were visibly distraught. We do want to warn you, some of the images in this story are incredibly graphic.
Can you please point to where the shirt is cut?
It's almost right down the center of the shirt.
An emotional day of testimony for friends of Jennifer Dulos as prosecutors showcase evidence collected from Albany Avenue trash cans, where Fotis Dulos is seen discarding trash the night of Jennifer's disappearance.
Was that how it appeared in 2019 on the garbage?
It was.
Sergeant Kevin Duggan was central to the collection and categorization of evidence back in May of 2019. His testimony Tuesday allowed a glimpse at what was recovered from Albany Avenue.
That's a long sleeve striped shirt with blood-like substance on it that was seized from within that bag.
A bra and Vineyard Vines shirt saturated with a blood-like substance presented to the jury. Some of the most graphic evidence collected.
Originally, I thought it was a clear plastic trash bag. I later identified it as a poncho.
More evidence included 2 clear ponchos with what investigators called a blood-like substance on them. Also gloves, trash bags, a sponge, zip ties, a razor blade, a mop handle, keys, and a towel investigators believed to be covered in a blood-like substance, and a stained white T-shirt. Defense attorney John Schoenhorn reiterating the evidence shown in court isn't relevant to Michelle Troconis.
We can go through each and every one of these items. The emphasis is that nothing that was in those bags will be shown to have had anything to do with Michelle Troconis or that she knew what was in any of those bags.
But we do know from arrest warrants that some of the evidence pulled and shown in court today was sent to the state forensics lab to be tested. We're expecting to hear from the forensics lab sometime soon. We're live in Stamford. Kevin Geis, NBC Connecticut News. Guys, back to you.
Kevin, thank you. With the latest there from the courtroom in Stamford. And before the trial begins each day, you can get up to speed with the case with our daily special. It's called Inside the Trial of Michelle Troconis. Our Shannon Miller will have exclusive expert analysis on the trial. Begins at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Then we'll take you inside the courtroom as soon as testimony begins with our live stream of the trial. You can find both on our streaming channel and on the NBC Connecticut app.